Do you like your rights? And do you like your freedoms? And I'm trying to show you how you're being
That's
brainwashed.
that is the most frustrating thing about this. And now, and this is a double-edged sword here, because if the freedom community doesn't get their heads out their asses, the Constitution could be gone.
Mm-hmm.
And and the other thing is, they're not teaching it. They're not teaching it like they used to, because they don't want these kids to know and understand this stuff. Just like finance. If you know and understand finance, you'll be able to realize you're getting cheated out of a lot of shit. What's up, everybody? It's that time again. It's time for Locked, Cocked, and Unfiltered. All right, I've got my co-host,
Butthole
Clayton,
1, Butthole 2.
Clayton, a.k.a. Jeff Lyles, and then Tony, a.k.a. Down with the Sickness. Oh, me.
Fucking Christ.
I think tonight's conversation is going to be a pretty good little conversation, just discussing some of the recent elections. I know Proposition 50's been a big topic of conversation with what's going on out there. I know, real quick, since we're talking on all this stuff, government and everything, does the government shutdown doesn't affect like your stuff, does it, Tony?
Okay, no. The federal government shutdown doesn't affect my stuff. But almost every year, the state has a government shutdown, and we have to sign off on a waiver saying we'll work regardless because we're essential personnel, whether we get paid or not. So when that happens, they find a solution to it. I don't ever miss a paycheck. If that happened to me working for the state and I had to go over a month and a half without a check, that would be irrevocable. That shit couldn't be fixed.
Words
Ain't
are
nobody
hard.
got time for that.
Words are hard for Tony.
So wait, I don't even know if really South Carolina has like shut down like that. Has New Jersey shut down similar to what the?
They said they had the budget thing and they're gonna have a shutdown, and then they've never done it.
Okay.
But we've had to sign the paperwork saying we were coming into work regardless. But I'm like, bruh, you got 6 weeks without a check coming in. I've got to do something.
Right. No, I didn't know how that, if everything was stayed. So but if you worked, I'm sure, in like a federal prison, then that would affect you.
Yeah, we got a coworker who has his son and daughter-in-law both work federal, and he had to he took money out of his retirement to help them pay their bills until they got back. Yeah, man.
Damn.
Well, like my mom was asking me about like the disability from the VA and stuff, but that's my understanding. That's like a totally separate, like that money's already been put aside.
Yep.
That's coming from a totally separate side. So, but still, I know, right? Freaking ridiculous how they're doing. But now with some of this, because to me, it's funny how they won a lot of these elections with this, what happened recently. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now we're ready to talk.
Mhm.
So I mean, it's crazy what people think they don't use as leverage. And I mean, how many of their politicians actually said this was, they're using this as leverage? Because they won what? I think Virginia's now the lieutenant governor and governor are both Democratic.
Mm-hmm.
New York got what they got. And I didn't realize Seattle's mayor was,
Socialist.
like,
We dodged
almost
a
like,
bullet.
yeah, y'all, yes, y'all did. Yes, y'all did. I am not the mayor now.
Yeah, he's it's a hard transition from becoming from stealing pirate or being a pirate stealing ships and stuff to be running for mayor. So now he's got to go back to stealing pirate ships.
Well, I did see where what's her name up there? She was saying that y'all discriminated against him.
Yeah, I think those two are related. I don't know. They got the same fucking name.
About like
So
Patel.
Right.
I look at all of this as political theater from both parties. They allowed it to happen. They used everyone, and people bought into, oh, there's a difference. No, they're all the same. They're all the same.
Mm-hmm.
If they really cared about you, they would have figured this out before checks start coming in.
Right.
Also, as the American people, we should hold them off. This is just my opinion. Anybody who voted to keep it shut down, regardless of what side you're on, should be looking for a job next election. They should
Definitely.
not get reelected. But nobody
I
will
agree.
because they still believe in one side against the other and our guy and their guy. And I'm like, bro, none of them are on your side. Um,
Well,
because there's no
again,
reason for they don't treat the government. They don't, dude. Can you imagine how many years you'd be doing in prison if you ran your bank account like the government runs ours?
Shit.
oh God. Yeah.
Wait a minute. You have no money. But not only did you buy a bunch of stuff, you gave money to other people. Even people that don't like you, you gave money to.
Right.
And yeah, you're going to jail. You can't keep writing checks with no money in the account.
Yep. Well, and I mean that Proposition 50. I mean that's a big if depending on how the lawsuit because I know DOJ filed a lawsuit with that, but depending on how that goes, I mean that's going to open up more seats in the House, and I mean it's going to be Democrats because it's California. So I
Mhm.
mean, and they just
Tony,
like
what are you digging for?
I
I'm
told you,
digging for nothing.
Are you digging
Can't
for
find
your
my
turtle?
freaking.
He's trying to find turtle dicks.
No, I
but
can't find my goddamn. Go ahead, man.
no, like Chicago, they had Littlefoot in there, complained about her, and then you go and vote the same exact thing right back in there.
Right.
What with Brandon?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how'd that work out for him? They did they reelect him? Was he up for reelection?
No. I'm just
Oh.
saying
Oh,
when they pushed her out and had him come in.
oh no,
No, I don't.
they got somebody more leftist than she was.
Yeah, I know. After you
Okay,
fussed about it, you gonna put the same thing back in there. That's what I don't get with some of these people.
Mm-hmm.
well, these people are voters, and that's what it is. It's just voters are willfully ignorant. They don't want to learn about their elected officials. They don't want to hold them accountable or keep an eye on them. Because if you get rid of this guy, and I've asked people why, and they were like, "Well, I don't have time to look into every candidate." And I'm like, "You act as if there's 75 of them." I'm like, "You have time to doom scroll while sitting on a toilet taking a poop on your social media. You have time to watch television shows and vote for people on that. You know who's on Dancing with the Stars or your favorite person on Bachelorette. I guess they still have it all. I was like, why don't you pay a small percentage of attention to who's running your government, your
Mm-hmm.
everyday government that can shut shit down, and get rid of your services. Like, and I understand if you don't pay attention to every presidential candidate or is it into that, but I'm like, you don't know who's on your local board.
Well, it's
You don't
Tony.
know who tells you whether they pick up your freaking garbage or not. You know nothing. It all runs without you, and you go, my vote doesn't count. No, your vote counts. Now, you should ask yourself, why have people worked to convince you that your vote doesn't count? Because they don't want it to. They need to be able to manipulate you through fear and ignorance or apathy. If you ain't voting, that's better. They don't have to do anything for you. They don't have to pretend to do anything for you. If you do vote, you probably want, and you're educated about it, they have to freaking help you and pander to you, or at least give you lip service.
Well, it's
Well,
like you. Go ahead, Chris.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's like you always say, Tony. It's always people need to pay attention to. They're so focused on the bigger elections than they are the local elections, and that's where all this stuff boils down. Is the local elections have, I think, in my opinion, more leverage because that's where we start talking state laws and all that crap, and that's where people are getting. We're getting our asses kicked right now in the 2A space. I think you know what I mean.
Yep, 100%.
Like where I'm at, I'm willing to bet half the people in this county don't even know who their district representative is.
No.
And
we just had our congressman from our district. He passed away, so they had the election, obviously, but a lot of the stuff that's been going on, like I said, locally, a lot of people they don't give a shit, and they also let's be honest, a lot of these people they don't give a fuck who the hell the name is. If all they care about is what letters in front of the name, is it a D or an R? That's all they give a fuck about.
Yeah, you've got your party line people that just vote the party line, and that to me,
you could put a pile of dog shit with the fucking letter D or R in front of it, and they'd vote for it.
Yep.
I'm sure somewhere along the lines, if this gets out somewhere, I'm going to catch hell. But like what you're talking about, proof example of that is Pennsylvania. And I mean, I'm sorry what's going on with him. I don't wish any bad on him or anything, but how you going to go and vote somebody into office that just had a freaking stroke and barely can talk with Fetterman?
Well, you can say what you want about Fetterman, but he's probably the Democrat making the most sense in their entire party with a stroke.
Yes, I will agree. I think it's kind of backfired on them a little bit. But that's the kind of crap. Well, who was it? I think it was still Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania had somebody on the ballot that was dead.
Multiple states had that.
And Bill people
Sonny
were
Bono
voting for him.
How's this? No, this is even worse. All right, dead person. You don't know if you don't keep up with politics. Motherfucker dead. How's this? Sonny Bono died from Sonny and Cher fame.
Yeah,
a singer. He was a congressman. He died. His wife ran in his place because he died during the election. And his wife, with the same last name, ran and won the election. Based on absolutely no work she's done, except they had the same last name, so they voted her in. They know shit about her except she was married to Sonny from Sonny and Cher.
Jesus.
So
we had
the American voter.
We had one here on the county council pass away, and it's just like they were like, okay, we'll just let his wife take his place.
Yeah.
And it's
they should do everything like that. In case the pilot dies, just call his wife from the back, have her finish the flight. The doctor passes away, but you're scheduled for surgery. They're like, hey, this old lady's married to a doctor. Bring her in. She could do it.
Oh, and I mean, clueless when we had all that going on when they were trying to get Anderson County deemed as a section.
Look at you.
I know, right?
What's on your mind there, Chris?
Well, he was watching me put the chapstick on, and he got all excited.
Sexual erection?
Distracted. Yeah, I mean, distracted with the way he was putting.
So why, Chris? Why are you talking about sexual erections? Jesus.
All he was hearing was LL Cool J songs and looking at my lips. Jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby. Jingling, baby.
But no, when they were trying to get it a Second Amendment sanctuary county, she was the biggest one that was so lost in the sauce with all that stuff, talking about nobody's got. And I mean, I couldn't tell you how many people had reached out to her and stuff. So, I mean, yes. Well, just like what they did with Kamala.
100%.
You know?
And when we tried,
but no kings.
When I tried to point that out, I was like, well, truthfully, if the Democratic Party believed in Kamala as much as they wanted me to believe in her, they should have made her president when they said Biden couldn't run because he was mentally incapable.
Mm-hmm.
That was the perfect opportunity to make her president. And we could have spent the year looking at her going, okay, this is what she did. I mean, she was there. She put in work, but they were afraid of that. They couldn't let you see her unfiltered. I don't even think they could have faked her and propped her up for a year.
Well, and I mean, like you said, the other side ain't no better. Who was wasn't there a Republican congresswoman that had been in like the dementia ward of a nursing home and was still technically in office?
Yeah, and what's that dude, Mitch McConnell, freaking was on reboot a couple of times, just vapor locked in front of a camera, and everybody act like that didn't happen.
Right.
That is the biggest problem. And both sides, that is the biggest problem. You scream no kings, but you got Chuck Schumer that's been in office for what, 40, 50 years now? Pelosi.
Chuck Schumer, Pelosi, and I don't know the Republic, because I love it because my algorithm's going to show me all the Democrats that have been there forever, but it won't show me the Republicans that have been there forever unless I go dig it.
Look at my state. Strom Thurmond, they were rolling that man in there in a wheelchair. So he could get the record of the longest running senator. He was 90 something. That dude had no clue what was going on.
So 44 years.
You can't tell me he knew what was going on.
44 years Chuck Schumer's been in office.
44. Well, I know Pelosi's not running again, but
let's look her up.
Oh, her daughter's running now, though.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Who's beeping?
I don't hear beeping.
Okay. Must be, Nancy Pelosi has been in.
She took office in 1987.
Yep. I was just looking at it. I just saw that.
I mean, you screaming no kings, but you've been in there since. Hell, you've been in there since. Hell, most of these people have been in there almost since I was born.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's been in there since I've been born. If she got in there in 87.
Yep, she went in 87.
So a year after I was born.
Maxine Waters went in office in 1977.
Jesus balls.
So wow, what's the problem? I mean, I'm sure she has fresh ideas.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, look at Lindsey Graham. He's been in there for a long time.
Well, let's just see. Hold on.
He's been in there since he liked girls.
You stupid. But the thing is where we're at around here, nobody runs against him in this district. Who is that? Is that Pelosi?
Yep. She was freaking hot, bro.
My God.
Oh, Nancy Pelosi was smoking, bro. She was a smoke show. Look at her. You know Kennedy broke a piece. He's looking at her. Would. Definitely would. Would. I would.
So Lindsey Graham's been in office for 29 years.
So let's just see here. What are you pulling up, Chris, for the longest sitting member of Congress? Who's coming up for you? I've got John Dingell is what's showing for me.
Where is he at? Where is he at?
He's right next to Ben DeOver, IP Freely, and Mike Oxitch.
Oh, God.
He was in the Air Force. He was at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. But he did cross training with the Army at Fort Dix.
That can't be right. I've never fucking heard that name. Let's just see. Hold on. I'm going to go back.
Longest serving representatives in the House, Don Young.
So
48
I'm
years.
showing Chuck. No, that's Senate. So Chuck Grassley is the longest running senator, 50 years.
Yeah. I don't know why that came up.
Now, understand.
And that's Republican.
There is no job at McDonald's they're going to have your old ass working there for 50 years. There is no freaking police. There's no military. None of those people are going to have you working that job because you can't perform at certain levels, but these people can.
Right.
No, they
I
can't.
mean, I'm sorry. If you really look at the Capitol right now, it looks like a damn nursing home.
It is a nursing home. So,
Yeah.
in my opinion, how's this? You treat it as a public service. You're there for 2 terms. That's it.
But to me, that's across the board, even at the local level, because that's another problem too. At your local levels, is you get them that have what I think my district. He's been in there for God knows how long, but yet again, nobody runs against him. But that shouldn't matter. If you do 2 terms, if nobody runs, then that seat's empty until there's some
Yep.
type of election or somebody starts running or something. So that should be across the board. Sheriffs, any type of elected official should have term limits.
100%, bro.
I
Because
agree.
it gets ridiculous and they start building power bases and cliques that never go away. And
Yep.
then the nepotism and everything else, and everybody turns around all shocked. How could this happen that we had a county commissioner here for 72 years? It's
Are
like,
you for
dude
real?
got in when he was 20. No, no, I'm just saying. I mean, think about it.
Oh,
How long can they stay around, especially if they got a power base?
right.
Right.
Well, Biden went in office in what, early 70s?
Yeah.
That's
Now, hey, it's okay because according to the Democrat Party, he's fit to rerun in 2028. Just saying.
He's sharper than he's ever been, according to
Yeah.
the. He's sharper than he's ever been.
Car seat kid go. A bullshit.
Nice.
well.
Oh,
So okay, let me ask you that: who would be the better option if it came down to these two, Biden or Newsom?
Dog shit.
Biden all day.
That's what I was thinking. At least he has a little bit of sense about him. Not much, but
Well, whoever was operating the puppet strings wasn't as far gone as Newsom is.
Don't you mean AutoPen?
right.
See, and my whole thing, because I love when you point this out about one. People are, what about? Stop with the whataboutism. It's both freaking sides.
Oh yeah, it is. It
They're
is.
all in on it.
Fuck
And
yeah.
anytime you say what about, it's like, bro, you're falling for the freaking okie doke. There is no other side. It's us versus them.
100%.
But it's like the craziest standoff because, well, I won't vote for them if you don't vote for them. You vote for our. No, just go to the freaking election polls and don't bring anybody in that's already has served. Just no. Unless they have done something. And the thing is, most people don't even know what these people have done or voted for, or their voting record, or even their attendance record. You look at nothing. You look at
Or
nothing.
how many of them are sitting in there in a meeting and falling asleep?
And that's a lot of things. I mean, I heard about that in the NRA meeting, NRA board meetings. People that go in, then go out for a bathroom break and just never, ever, ever come back.
Right.
What? Well, it's not just politics. I mean,
No, it's
there's
not.
others, NRA. I mean, most of your freaking top level freaking companies in corporate America. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many meetings I sat in where people were falling asleep. And I'm sitting here like, really? And you getting on to me about where my numbers are at? At least I'm awake through the whole meeting and know what the hell's going on.
Right.
Well, okay, let's go ahead and admit most meetings could be emails. Let's get that out.
Well, no, that was a big frustrating part is, it gets to the point where you're having meetings for meetings.
Right.
This meeting,
So,
we're going to discuss what we're going to discuss in the next meeting.
yeah, I've said in meetings, been like, this could have been a text message, bro.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well,
So,
not just term limits. When you put a bill up, that bill needs to be about one thing.
period.
Not have a freaking 900-page bill with, sending money to trannies in freaking Zimbabwe or Bangladesh or wherever they want to send it to.
Yeah, if you want
Or,
to pay for Bangladeshi trannies, you do it on OnlyFans like normal people. Send it to freaking Venmo. You don't use my tax dollars to do it. But we all know that's money laundering and black ops and everything else. That has nothing. There's
Oh,
not one Bangladeshi tranny that got a new pair of high heels. That money went to something. A black helicopter somewhere is extracting someone against
yeah,
their will.
yep. No,
Um,
you're right. They cover a lot of that up with little shit like this. So no, I mean that. But now part of that stems back to how many people that who all knows about this and how long have they been in office.
Right.
also, is this what happened to Doge and all the information they found? Who got punished? What changed? Nothing. Oh, look, Epstein files. Oh, he didn't release them. Oh, we're going to release them. Oh, pay attention to anything but what happened to all the money? What has changed? Y'all were talking about the budget now.
Well, just like
What
everybody
changed with all this
was,
Doge money? Yeah,
just like everybody was raving over this new guy taking over the VA and stuff. Pff, ain't shit changed. It still
nothing.
sucks.
None of it's going to change because we don't demand more. Now, it goes to this civics and the ignorance they make sure they perpetrate in school, that you don't know how the government's supposed to work. You don't know how you're supposed to control it or influence it. And they make it seem either overcomplicated, very boring, and just something that you're too stupid and you shouldn't even know anything about. And they make you believe it. Everybody drinking something except me today. Hmm.
Well, the other part of that is finances. Shit,
Shit,
son, that's
son.
what I'm talking about. God
Damn.
dang.
Oh, I'm sorry. That does look classless.
You just need a brown paper bag. Make it even better.
Jesus fuck. God damn, Tony.
Yeah, that looks even better.
I can't
Yeah.
with you, bro. I seriously, some days, I fucking can't with you, bro.
The scariest part about this for me, I think, though, is what's happened with Jesus, Mamdami in New York City, and then what's their face out in Seattle. That we've gone this far.
No, don't buy into the Manbani, man. But everybody's pushing the fear mongering. Stop. Let it happen, and then giggle like a motherfucker. But don't push the fear mongering
No,
now, because when you say things, this is what I'm listening to people say. Oh, he's going to destroy this, and this is going to happen, and crime's going to be off the hook. No, stop making predictions and sounding like freaking sportscasters, and then when it doesn't come true, you pretend you never say it.
no.
Let's
I'm not.
let this stuff happen.
No. I'm not
Oh,
saying that. I'm just saying that we've gotten to the point where someone of that nature is getting elected into some type of political office. That's what kind of scares me, because it's to me something that could possibly start happening in other places. Now, no, I don't really think crime's going up, this and that, because most of what I've been seeing, he's not getting any support from the governor. She's pretty much was like, yeah, you're not going to be able to do any of this.
yeah, except one thing. She never said any of that prior to the election.
No, because she's got a puppet in there now.
So you're telling me that somehow before November 4th, you didn't know he couldn't give away free bus rides? Because you damn sure didn't say anything. If you haven't figured out you're being played by your political party yet, you're the slow kid on the frickin' bus.
Mm-hmm.
And I apologize that you haven't figured it out, because you have to wait for your favorite talking heads to tell you what's happening in real life. Your news is on it. Fox is in on it, doing the Republican worship. MSNBC, CNN, and the rest are all worshiping the Democratic Party, and they're all pushing that agenda. There are very few independent news sources at all that do any thinking for themselves. And the sad part is, the ones that are, they try to shut down and control. Why do you think there's so many freaking influencers on YouTube and Instagram that are paid by these parties so they can muddy the waters, and you can't see somebody that's truly independent.
And it's not just that, man. It's to me, it's also Skynet. I mean, if you look at, I mean, because unless if you don't really know how to look at some of these videos and what to look for in these videos, there's so much out there that's done through AI that is so fake, but people sit there and eat it up because they think it's real. So, I mean,
Why?
me, I'm
50 Cent didn't do a soul version of In the Club?
well, like the one that floated around Instagram where you had the protester and the Army National Guard dude that sprayed him in the face.
That was great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting there like, so you're telling me it just happened to be one cameraman, one protester, and one National Guard person right here.
This close, yeah.
Right. I mean, come on. And then you can even see if you watch it looks like a freaking old Godzilla movie. I mean, it's, you see him talking and then blah, 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 blah. Like, come on, man.
No, AI is not that great when it comes to stuff, but you can see the directions going. Hey, before we get too carried away, do you guys own a 19? God damn, what the heck is that? That is loud, whatever that is. Hey, Clayton, did you put your mic in your underwear again?
No.
Okay.
What the fuck you heard?
So, either one of you own a 1911?
Yeah.
I do not.
Yeah. Well, right now in Palmetto State Armory, they have a TSOS 1911 for $238.
They just had a SAR for $200.
Yeah, but a SAR ain't a freaking all steel 1911.
True. Very true.
Very true.
So because I'm actually contacting him over there, Jared over at because I want to get a 9mm a 9mm Commander aluminum frame 1911 because I live in Jersey. And 2011s are all the rage, but I'm sitting here looking at you going, why in the hell would you want a 2011 in New Jersey when you can only have a 10-round magazine?
Right.
I mean, that's just dumb as hell. Why don't you go ahead for the lower price to get a single stack 1911 in 9mm with freaking all that cool stuff on it, and it's going to be a third of the price of most 2011s. And
You
I'm
talking?
like, Kisa, go ahead.
You talking the tank commander?
No, no, that Tank Commander is not on sale for that. It's a
It sells out for $299.
Yeah, no, I'm talking. This one's in their daily deals or in their Black Friday special or something.
Oh,
Black
okay. Let
Friday
me look it
briefing.
up.
It's $238
Excuse me.
for all steel, no mem part 1911, and I'm like, it's a 45. I don't like 45 5-inch with the spur hammer because my hands are big, and I carried one for 2 years, and it friggin' left scar tissue right there where that hammer. I was sacrificed to the John Mosey Brown as God, my blood, every time I pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's a no for me, dog. Without a beaver tail and a what you call it? What do you call that? Ring hammer. I need those.
I got that SIG 1911 Max, the one when they deal with Max Michelle.
The Max Michelle? Yeah, I was trying to get that. Found one for $800 at 40 Smith and West.
Hey, Chris.
Really?
Chris.
Nah, I got mine in 45. Yeah.
They got their SAR. Remember what it was last time?
Yeah.
189 right now.
Are you serious? They must have a hellacious inventory on those things.
Well, understand again, when you're dealing with something like that, it's a numbers game.
There it is. There it is. No shit.
I'm saying there are things. So I'm looking at this because everybody's not into firearms like we are, right? And it's like, I just want a self-defense firearm that's decent. What should I get? I'm like, an AR is a good gun to get, but you might be intimidated by it or think it's more complicated. How about this? A pump action shotgun. Pump action shotgun. I mean, what is it? What's the name of the company? Not Maverick
Mossberg.
88. Yeah,
Mossberg, yeah. I've got a
yeah,
Maverick
Mossberg's,
88.
yeah, Maverick 88 or Stevens 320 Security. All those things are pretty much sub 200 or around 250, and you
Right.
can catch them on sale multiple times a year. So when we talk about stuff, right, you want something that runs well or supposed to run. My Glock went down yesterday. She gone. I had to get a whole kit for it and everything. We were replacing a whole bunch of the guts. It went during the competition. Failures to extract over and over and over again. So, but you want something that can run. But what if you're not planning on hunting with it, and you might go shoot clays with a cousin or something like that, once or twice a year? But other than that, it's for home defense or to shoot animals that get out of control or something weird. Then you don't need to have a freaking 590. You don't need to have a freaking Bernelli or a freaking 1301. So yeah, you can do with a $200 pump action. You can catch one of these PSA sales on a SAR or on something else. Oh yeah, that Tank Commander looks sweet, don't it? I'm thinking about trying to get a Tank Commander in 9. Same reason. Uh, I don't know, man. I look at this. We're gun guys because I really hate talking about politics because it's trying to wake people up,
Yeah.
and then they just start to hate it. Oh, all you guys talk about is this boring shit. Well, bro, do you like your rights and do you like your freedoms? And I'm trying to show you how you're being
That's
blamed.
that is the most frustrating thing about this. And now, and this is a double-edged sword here, because if the freedom community doesn't get their heads out their asses, the Constitution could be gone.
Mm-hmm.
And and the other thing is they're not teaching it. They're not
Mm-mm.
teaching it like they used to, because they don't want these kids to know and understand this
No,
stuff. Just like finance. If you know and understand finance, you'll be able to realize you're getting cheated out of a lot of shit.
they are busy. It's annoying because when you say they and people go, who are they? They're your school board. They're your local politicians. They're your
Your
town
mayors.
council. They are the people that run the principles. And it's not like some overarching thing. It's like people telling you stuff like you don't own your children, the state does. What? No, no. I'm responsible for my kids and what they learn and where they go and what they do. And somehow, when you say things like that, they go, "You're right wing," or they try to call you some name to make you back down. As an American, you're responsible. They've tried to make everything about your history and how your government worked boring, or to seem racist, or to seem partisan. They push fear, and so many people buy into it that it's sickening. Oh, it's racist if you believe this. If it's math is racist. I'm like, quit
Co-
celebrating ignorance because that's what
co-
they do. They celebrate ignorance and divisiveness. And it's like, if you take a little bit of effort, you can change just this much, not much. Take a little bit of effort, you can change things.
COVID-19 was
Uh,
point proof.
Mm-hmm.
what was it?
COVID-19.
Oh, 100%. It shows how easy it is to manipulate people and get people to turn in their freaking friends and neighbors.
Well, if they'd have been smart about it, they could have just talked about flu statistics the same way, and it would have looked just as bad, if not worse.
Oh, well, during the entire time of COVID, flu was cured. Nobody had it.
Not exactly.
Nobody had the flu during the entirety of COVID. I don't know how
I
that was
just
possible, but they lost that science somehow.
trust the science.
And very few people have COVID, and they didn't cure it. But man, it sure seems to act like it, don't it?
Well, and the other thing with all this is the hypocrisy behind everything. You
Mm.
know, everybody, oh, I shouldn't be wearing face masks. We're going to go protest and we're going to wear face masks.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's,
Oh, and I happen to agree that law enforcement shouldn't be able to wear face masks. Sorry, bro, but oh well, they're terrorizing me at home.
yeah, but
Uh,
you get some of it, you start getting into the cartels. It's more than just terrorizing. I mean, it's,
Hey, bro.
I get what you're saying, man, but also looking at the really evil side of some of these people and stuff, it's
Oh,
going to
I
be
ain't talking.
more.
Hey, listen, bro. If we're fearing the cartels coming after American policemen, then that will give us a green light to really fuck them up. So don't tell me that the only thing stopping you from knowing who that is, if you're a cartel sitting on billions of dollars a year, that you can figure out dude's doing this, and you don't know who he is. With that money, you know everybody working at the police station.
Well, true. You're right about that.
It ain't like you
Well,
take a mystery car to work. It ain't like you take a mystery car to work. You take
even
his
like,
car to work.
this
Right.
is one thing I've been looking a lot at, like your First Amendment auditors and stuff.
Chris fall asleep over there?
Those are,
Yeah, Chris is in love. Look at his face.
Like,
oh, do y'all see
looks
me?
like he fell asleep
Look at
over there.
look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. He having a
You
Diddy
guys.
moment right now. Look at him. Oh, I love black men. You know he's gonna cut this whole section out.
The fuck he is.
Um,
He froze up. It's fucking great.
What just happened?
oh, look at the look on his face.
Oh.
Look at his eyes. They
He's
kind
like,
of close and crossed.
he's like, oh, Snickers bars upside down. I love it.
Oh, I'm in ecstasy. Oh. I'm watching Soul Train as soon as I get off air.
Oh shit.
He wrecking black guys. Oh,
Oh, he's leaving this in. Oh
so
shit. That's funny.
yeah, I've been watching. I've been looking at a lot of different things, man. Because I think of projects to do, like to
Yeah.
grow the community. Because I have people ask me stuff at diversity shoots. Like we
Right.
had one Thursday, and we have people come in, and you never know
How's that
what their
Snickers bars,
budget is for
Chris?
something. You okay, buddy?
Did I disappear?
Well,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
we said Snickers bar, and you like went off the screen and got all excited, and
Yeah,
I don't know
your
what
eyes
happened.
got closed up. Your screen froze. It was great.
I have no idea what happened. All right, so who knows?
Could you hear what we were saying?
I couldn't know. Y'all froze on my end, but I was
Oh shit! Wait
I
until
was
you
still
edit this motherfucker.
this should be interesting.
Oh, we didn't say anything. It was great radio.
This this should be interesting. I
It was
can't
well
wait.
thought out.
Mhm.
It was well thought out. It was wonderful, man. You
Yeah,
missed
it's
it.
I
It
have
was
to
great.
make sure
Probably
I
the
go
greatest radio ever done. Probably the greatest podcast ever done.
go around the 35-40 minute mark and see what the hell y'all said. No, because I was still talking and y'all froze. I'm like, why are they froze? And then it's like trying to reconnect, and I'm like, what the hell?
Oh,
Oh, jeez, I don't even want to know what y'all said. This should be interesting.
Anyway, it wasn't.
This
It
should be
wasn't that you
interesting.
were freaking dreaming about black men.
Snickers bars upside down.
And upside down Snickers
Oh,
bars
me.
was not that at all.
No,
Matter of
no.
fact, don't even
I
bother
meant,
editing.
and you know what? I totally forgot. I meant to go get a Snickers bar.
Don't even worry about it, dude. Just put the show out as is. You don't need to edit.
Yeah, just let it ride. Just let it ride.
Just let it ride, man. We did good.
I'm gonna let it ride. I'll let it ride.
It definitely was not unfiltered.
I'm sure it was not.
Not at all.
It was,
No, not at
I'm
all.
sure it was not. Oh me,
Ugh.
What else?
Can't-
What else is happening?
can't do
'Cause
anything with you two.
I
What?
really hate politics.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see Jara's thing that she posted up about the rape underwear in Europe?
Oh shit, that shit was hilarious.
That is just.
Fucking hilarious.
I don't know where
Well,
y'all talking
and it-
hilarious. I'm trying to get a pair. You know where I work at.
Well, and it just goes to show it's not just here. I mean, the Democrats are running rampant everywhere. It's
Again, it's not Democrats. It is people that want the government to control your life,
right.
take
Yeah.
your ability away to defend yourself, and then they release criminals into society. So you go, yes, we need the government's help to defend ourselves.
Right.
The reason you need to defend yourself is because the government failed you in the first place.
Well, look at what they were doing during COVID. Releasing non-violent offenders. What are
Yeah,
you
well,
deem? What are you deeming as a non-violent offender?
well, they used magic words where I was at. Words like I forgot the name of the violent crime. They were like, "Oh, we've not released anyone that was convicted of this." Fudge. I wish I really had the terminology down because the governor said it. Except that's not an actual charge in New Jersey. You can't be charged with that particular crime. We call it something else. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was like you're being played, and it's really frustrating to somebody who hates politics that I am sitting here going, danger, danger, you're being played. Well, what do you mean? Bro, I hate this stuff. I don't know every word. I haven't looked up everything because I don't like it. I don't want to be talking about politics. I just want to fucking host diversity shoots and have fun with people. But when I can tie it all together, going, yeah, you're seeing this and they're playing you like this so they can get away with this. Like they take your ability away to resist the things they've set in motion. And maybe because I don't watch television every day, because I don't go on social media and participate in the politics, that I stay far enough away that I'm looking at these things happen over here and I'm putting them together. And here's the sad part, I haven't been wrong since COVID. I don't know if I matured or the script is just so open that you can read the playbook now.
Right.
I mean, we were right. We were all right about the Air Force and the P-320, right, Chris?
Yep.
Yep.
We were
Yep.
right. I was right about Democrats releasing criminals, let the cities go to shit, and then Republicans solve the problem by sending in the National Guard and add more policing.
Yep.
Like, no. How about this? National concealed carry and self sufficiency and push that agenda of self sufficiency and armed resistance. Oh, I guarantee you, them dudes run back to the prison to get locked up again
Yep.
after you at least capture or kill a few of them. How do you know, Tony? Detroit. Detroit after concealed carry was released. One of the podcasts I was a co-host on is Self Defense Gun Stories, and you can listen to it. Google it if you ain't got shit else better to do to find out when Detroit first got concealed carry. And you go back to our shows because we did 300 and something of them. You go back to our shows and you can listen to Detroit, shooting in Detroit, shooting in Detroit, shooting in Detroit over and over again, immediately in the aftermath of Detroit getting concealed carry, and then crime dropped in Detroit because everybody who was still committing crime was either killed, got arrested, or decided they weren't going to do that crap anymore because the chances of getting blown away by an armed citizen had shortened their lifespan.
July 1st, 2001.
You beat me to it.
You can listen to it and watch, and it just went. As more and more people started to carry, there were more and more shootings. And they were like, "Oh, the crime." No, no, those shootings aren't criminal on criminal because they don't count. They don't make a difference in the count. They don't differentiate between who was shot and why in statistics. But then all of a sudden, crime started to drop. Oh well, one thing has nothing to do with the other. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with it. A couple of dudes to carjack you, like 10 or 12, start taking dirt naps. The number of people who try to carjack go down. Mainly because some of the same hardcore criminals are committing crimes everywhere. And when that person is taken out, the number drops. If somebody's robbing 5 places a week and he gets shot and killed, 5 places a week aren't getting robbed. Now multiply that by 20. All of a sudden the crime rate's lowered. It ain't magic. I hate that I
So,
know I'm not that I know I'm not that bright and somehow I figured some of this crap out.
No, that's national. I'm trying to find Detroit's before 2000, before that date, but it's not really giving me anything specific on it.
Yeah, imagine. It's hard to find something they don't want you to find.
Well, yep. Well, and everything on the internet's true.
Yep, it is.
But also, it's this. I can hide if information can be hidden on the internet unless you ask it a specific way. And that's why I like books. That's why I like periodicals. That's why when you see some stuff, maybe you should print it out so you still have a hard copy.
All right, so again, I don't know how true this is. I'm going off what it's showing me. All right, before July 1st, 2001, Detroit's homicides were at, for 2000 was 392. In 2001, it dropped to 374.
Mm-hmm. Did it keep going?
You see, it stops right there. It doesn't really show too much more.
What year?
20.
2000, it was 396. 2001, it was 374.
They should still have, even FBI crime statistics should be more modern than that. They have them every year. Now I don't know if they break it
Well,
down
and see, I'm
cities.
certain. I'm searching at. Really, I'm searching.
That's what I'm doing right now for
this,
Detroit.
for the specific dates. What I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm. Well, just check out the years because again, they had Carrie after that, but it's like, what you think they got really good at policing
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
or shot placement?
Yep.
That might have had a lot to do with it too. Now, I mean, more than one thing can happen at a time.
No, excuse me, guys. I did not mean to do that.
Anyway, no big deal. It's just a cough. Everybody knows what it is. It's
Yeah.
not like you eat Snickers bars upside down and passing out in ecstasy like Chris did.
Yeah.
Oh, the reason we said that, Chris, is because your picture froze in like
Oh.
mid blink and like one eye was closed and one eye was kind of
Are you
open.
serious?
I wish
Oh
I would have got a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
picture of it. It
Why,
was.
I was
Oh,
about to say,
dude.
I should have took a screenshot or a
I
picture
fucking.
of
I wish I would have.
it.
I wish I
Oh,
would have.
it was great. It was like, ow.
Well, and another, I think, issue to me that's been scary as well is you got a lot of these states that are voting not to have ID shown when you vote and stuff. Like, I know that was one thing
Mm-hmm.
in Maine. They voted against showing IDs to vote. I mean, that's another way that they're, working things with the system and stuff. I mean,
Okay,
'cause who's voting for what?
I think it's wonderful that some people are so effing stupid. See, when you vote for that, it shows you don't have black friends. That's what it shows. Because they use it as black people. Black people can't. The poor blacks and poor minorities can't figure out how to get IDs. And your white ass dumb enough to believe that black people can't figure out how to get identification cards. Like your ass sitting there believe, well, they are stupid. Thank God I'm so liberal. And I love the Negro. But man, there's some dumb motherfuckers that can't figure out how to get ID.
Yet
That's how
again,
stupid you have to be, man.
the stupidity and the hypocrisy behind all this stuff.
The white liberal is the enemy of the black person in America.
And
And Malcolm X said it in
Yep.
Malcolm
Was it
X said it, and I'm
Was
Martin
it
Luther
Malcolm
King.
X? I couldn't remember which
Malcolm
one it
X
was.
said it. Yeah, I know they all look alike, but don't worry about it. I got you. Um, I got you for one word glasses. Um, the point is they said it, and it's like you don't even know. You're so like your cognitive dissonance is so bad that you don't understand that you're believing black people are too ignorant to freaking figure out how to get ID to vote. What do you mean? Look, if you can buy alcohol as an adult, because you are an adult, if you can buy cigarettes as an adult, you have to present identification. Nobody's running around going, that's racist as hell. I can't buy my alcohol because you asked me for ID. So those same people can buy cigarettes, can buy medication, and can buy alcohol. But when you say bring that same piece of paper to vote, they can't do it and it's racist.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. Nope. This.
And I was told that by a black dude one day. No, my grandmother came from. I was like, what? Yeah, she doesn't know how to read to do this to get her ID. I'm like, well, what the fuck are you doing tomorrow? Isn't that your day off? Why don't you take your grandmom down to get some fucking ID? Yeah, that was the last time we ever had that conversation.
Well, that's
I'm
the
just
thing,
saying.
then they get mad when you call them out on it and you actually present them with facts and statistics. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Now you're racist, homophobic, and misogynistic and whatever
Look,
expialidocious you can come up with.
understand, racist, homophobic, and misogynistic. I can have all three of those things going for me at the same time and still be right. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, damn.
Don't mean I'm wrong.
Right. Exactly.
Tony, you think you're funny. I think I'm fucking hilarious. That's more than funny.
Tony, you are definitely something else. That's all I'm going to say.
I think I'm hilarious.
Chris
That's
has got the
better than
fucking
funny.
peanut butter going on over there again.
Oh, the dogs are in there?
Yeah.
I hope.
I can hear them.
No, they're not. No, they're not
What
in
the
here.
fuck is that noise?
I have no idea what you hear, brother. They ain't no.
Tony, did you hear it? Now it stopped.
There are no dogs in here.
Now I'm even more concerned.
Yeah, wait a minute. Where's your wife?
We won't discuss that.
No, we won't. No, we will not, sir.
Chris, are you in the Oval Office?
just call me Bill.
Yeah. Chris hides cigars like the Easter Bunny hides eggs.
Oh me.
Damn.
I just hope people will listen to this and start opening their eyes. And like you said, man, do a little research. Don't just go in voting party lines. Just do a little bit of research. Now there's one in here.
Which one is it? The one that hates me?
You know she hates everybody.
Yeah, no, especially Jeff. You say Jeff's name, she's probably twitching.
Yo.
Hey, unmute your
Glock
mic.
41 Gen 4 and 45 ACP, $5.99.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Taylor's and Company's got this double action that came out.
Chris wants that 940 Pro. But I'm surprised.
Oh,
I'm surprised he's not getting that A300 I sent him last night for $800.
You're an asshole.
But I'm your asshole, Chris.
That's a personality trait. I don't know why you're saying it with so much negativity. Just say y'all need to calm down. Sound judgmental. Hey, so here's my prediction. Because a bunch of people running around, "Ooh, buy a Glock. They're not making them anymore. They got 5 generations of Glock and they made 20 million of them. You're more wrong. I think the Glocks to buy are going to be the V series because they're going to have, supposedly, Gen 6 come out doing SHOT Show. Well, once Gen 6 comes out, they don't have to make this V series anymore because Gen 6 is going to have all the improvements or the
True.
Crucible is not going to be in it. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking the V series are the ones you want to buy because those are the ones that are going to be the flash in the pan. Now, this goes back to me being right since 2020 about almost every damn thing I predicted, which means absolutely nothing because I never make any money off of it. I used to say the laziest headlines in the world in the gun community used to be, is this the Glock killer? Is this new striker fire polymer pistol a Glock killer? And what I always said was, none of these things are going to be the Glock killer. The only thing that can kill Glock is Glock. And I think this move, I mean, they did. They killed generations 1 through 5 of Glock. They ended it all on October 20th when they made the announcement that, the end of November, no new Glock. So Glock killed Glock, just like I predicted. And now they coming out with the new guns. They already have the V series, and again, all it is the backplate change and that one piece change shape. And people are surprised by it. And I'm like, Glock is not known for their innovation. What, you think they were going to come out with a whole new thing? It was like it was two pieces they needed to change, and they changed it, and the shit's back. But they still got the Gen 6 coming, and I'm wondering, is the Gen 6 going to be something like Ruger to RXM, and they're going to have like a fire control unit?
Well, about like Apple and iPhones, they're not known for their innovation.
Yeah, but people running around saying freaking what is it called? Glocks were mid, Glock suck, Glock is just the basic this. All right, cool. It is. But it's really good at that.
Right.
Well, and I mean, if it's so bad, why is everybody copying it?
Right.
Just like
Yeah.
the dagger was supposed to be the Glock killer.
None of it's gonna be the Glock. Glock killed Glock, and none of these some bitches had anything to do with it.
Yep.
Glock killed Glock, and Glock is still gonna come back. Because now you have all the aftermarkets for Gen 1 through 5, and they got to create a new aftermarket for the V and the Gen 6.
Well, and
again,
somebody will figure out how to take the V series and make it full auto.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, the next step, or they figure out how to do it with something else. I mean, it's not as if we haven't had full auto pistols since we've had pistols. The C98 had full auto option, and that was like the first generation. They had full auto 1911s. That was first generation.
Right.
It ain't that complicated of a firearm, the semi-automatic handgun.
Well, I'm surprised they haven't started trying to go after those like double barrel to 1911s.
Well, because it costs an arm and a leg. Who cares? You don't have the money for
He's
that.
not wrong.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're definitely not wrong.
What are you doing? I'm carjacking people to save up enough money for a double barrel 1911 to carjack people with.
Well, I mean, most of them probably can't even shoot that thing anyway.
Fuck no.
Well, then you got them going after Ruger now.
Yep.
So
because they can. It should be illegal. I think it is illegal, actually, and they'd lose in court, but they got to go to court.
Well, I think didn't Biden put in some kind of loophole in there when it came to like the gun manufacturers? Because there's some type of God, I cannot remember what it's called, but there is something there that like you can't, like if a drunk driver hits you, you can't go and sue Budweiser, or you can't go and sue Chevrolet.
Protection. Yeah, that same protection is on. That same protection is on firearms companies. That's why I'm wondering, how did they figure a way around?
I thought it was something Biden did when he was in office.
I don't know. But here's my thing, though. Glock hasn't lost the case yet. The cases hadn't even been to court.
Right.
Everybody acts as if Glock lost. Glock didn't lose anything. Glock was like, all right, cool. We'll change this so you don't have to freaking attack us. And they did it. Hey, did we say on the air right now that my freaking Glock is waiting on parts?
Yeah, I think you did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so one of the reasons is the reasons I don't have a readily available lightweight carry gun on me is because of the troublesome way it takes to get my pistol purchase permits approved in the state of New Jersey. That I have to get permission from the state to be able to get my stuff.
So
and it really sucks.
It's the Protection of Lawful Commerce and Arms Act. But now Biden didn't actually try. He tried to change, and he supported efforts to challenge it. But apparently some states have actually passed stuff to where people, I guess, in the state can make lawsuits, from what I'm reading here.
No. So they sue on a state level.
Yeah. Chris muted it, and I don't know why.
They're gonna run out of water eventually.
That little slurpy going on over there, Chris.
Hey,
Tell you what,
Chris.
man.
Hey, Chris.
Chris is over there. Chris over there getting that old Octua.
Oh, man.
All right, so while federal law has not changed, the Biden administration has encouraged states to use existing exceptions in the PLCAA or pass new state laws to increase gun manufacturer liability. In recent years, several states, including, shocker, New York, California, and Connecticut, have passed their own laws. Allows lawsuits against companies for creating a public nuisance. Of course, they have that in quotations. Requires gun companies to establish controls to prevent their products from being unlawfully possessed or used. Allow victims of violent crimes to sue manufacturers for certain types of marketing that violate state consumer protection laws.
So and that marketing goes to the Daniel defense from the TV commercials. They were like, oh, it markets to kids and video games. Understand, they're coming after your freedoms, and when you're indifferent to it, you allow it to happen. And when we try to explain it, I'm like, yeah, they don't care.
They don't give a shit.
They need you. They need you to somehow buy into their bullcrap that it's racist, it's partisan, it's sexist, it's whatever. Anybody that says that it's at the end of it at this point in time without actually being able to back it up with facts, I don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have actual racist shit going on and people don't care. In New Jersey, they already have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt from third party that this state is running a racist ass scheme on carry permits. And nothing is done. Nothing is done about it by the powers that be that supposedly care so much about race and black people or people of color. Annoying ass fucking.
Well, just more stupidity behind this is it opens firearm manufacturers and retailers up to lawsuits if they don't take steps to prevent guns from getting into the hands of people banned from owning them. How the hell is a gun manufacturer supposed to know that shit? It's just the ignorance here, or who should be suspected
how's this? Pretty funny that the firearms manufacturers should stop guns from getting into the hands of people that shouldn't have them, and not law enforcement and legislators. They're not responsible.
No.
The firearms manufacturers are responsible.
Well, and then the other thing too here, it says who should be suspected of intending to use them to hurt themselves or others. Hey, before you buy this gun, I just have a couple of questions. Are you going to go shoot somebody with this? Oh, you are? I'm sorry, I can't sell this to you. I mean, come on, just ignorance.
Well,
ignorance is
you
bliss.
might be a murderer, sir. You might be a murderer, but you're not a liar.
So what you're saying is you don't want cops to profile people, but you want gun companies to profile people.
And by the way, gun companies don't sell directly to the public, so I don't know how they're going to do that. Through what clairvoyance? I guess Glock has to hire an oracle.
Well, we've got AI now, so.
Hello, young Gaston. Don't sell a gun to the kid that looks like Napoleon Dynamite.
Shit. Oh, fuck, man.
That boy is dangerous. He likes girls and he likes tots, but he also likes Glocks. Get rid of him. Throw him out the shop. Fucking weirdos. So,
we're fucking.
Yet again, this all to me boils back to you need to start looking, because not the federal. Let's go back to what we just read here. Not the federal level, your state level. Exactly. Make sure you know who and what you are voting for within your city, your county, and your state.
Yep. But I don't care. I don't care about this. My team is playing. One, you don't have a team, Chief. You don't own a team. Right. Every player on your team, if I doubled their pay, would leave your fucking city. They would quit your team tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So start thinking about your life, your future. I'm not even saying replace any of that. I'm not even throwing casting judgment on you because of it. Why aren't you paying attention to what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
When you go, how did that happen? Oh, and these are some of my favorite people also. I live in a free state. That don't happen here. All right, cool.
Nope, it's happening
Why
right
don't
here.
It's
you
happening.
why don't you help fund a freedom organization in another state? Why don't you be that awesome motherfucker?
Mm-hmm.
That go, hey, you know what? Everything's going fine here in Nardia, where he lives. And you can donate money to CNJFO in New Jersey, who's not only fighting the fight here, but they fund lawsuits in other places and also co-sign on lawsuits in other places with amicus briefs and everything else. Finding local or state organizations that are fighting the fight is kind of easy. Contact them, look it up. Uh, Contact me if you want to know some stuff in Jersey, and I'll help you out with the organizations here in New Jersey that are making a difference.
I think
They
South
all need
Carolina
funding.
has. Yeah, I think South Carolina has South Carolina Carry Organization or something
Yeah, we
like
got
that.
Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus up here. Not Minnesota gun rights. Fuck them people. I'm gonna say that right now.
Yep.
Minnesota
Nebraska
Gun Owners
Firearms
Caucus.
Owners, Nebraska Firearms Owners Association, they're out there too.
Ah,
So there are places out there.
that gives me an
Uh,
idea.
yeah, for us, it is South Carolina Carry or South Carolina Carry, um, not org, but Inc. South Carolina Carry Inc. Their website is southcarolinacarry.org. So there's somebody for South Carolina.
Hey Tony,
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir.
what do you think? This is just a random thought, but fuck, I can't think of her name. I can't. I'm drawing a complete fucking blank right now, and I know she knows a lot. She's
Alicia,
no. She's friends with a lot of my friends. Son of a bitch, what's her name?
Black, white,
No,
Hispanic,
she's in Kansas.
Rebecca.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking of. We should get her on.
Rebecca Troy.
Yeah, we should get her on.
Okay, I'll
I
call.
think, yeah, it'd be cool to have her on. Get her. I mean, because she's a representative out there, isn't she?
Yep, she's the
So
representative in District 59, Kansas.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to get her on.
So, yet again, why we need to pay attention to our state level, because I didn't even know this. So, apparently, here in South Carolina, they're
They're
trying
banning
to.
Snickers bars for you.
No, they're not going to do that. I've already paid people enough money to keep that going.
Okay.
But they are trying to send a bill up to ban assault weapons and high capacity magazines. So,
Hmm.
yet again, pay attention to your state, your local stuff.
And since
I'm
we're
not
talking
saying
about
don't look at what the federal government's doing, but oh god,
talking about the state and local shit, look what St. Paul just pulled. They just pulled some bullshit up here. Their Sydney ordinance to try to get rid of the preemption law up here.
well, at least South Carolina's being nice and not being like New Jersey and just leaving us at what 7 rounds, 10 rounds. They're at least going to
10
give
rounds.
us They're going to give us 15 rounds according to this.
Slippery slope.
Well,
Oh, there's no
Oh,
such thing as, hey, there's no such thing as slippery slope, really? Because I remember when I came here it was 15. Now it's 10. New York is 7.
yep,
Slippery slope.
yep.
Don't tell me what doesn't exist when I know you're all on the same playbook.
Fuck yeah, yeah. Let's see here. And I actually just have the list. I just saw it tonight, actually, a little bit ago. All these cities in Minnesota, and I didn't know this until this earlier. And just for people in my area, we got Bloomington, Brooklyn Center, Columbia Heights, Eden Prairie, Golden Valley, Hopkins, Minnetonka, Mounds View, Richfield, Rochester, Shoreview, St. Louis Park, Stillwater, and West St. Paul. Those are all the cities that are trying to pull some bullshit that want to make their own city ordinance that can't ban assault weapons and ghost guns and high capacity magazines within city limits. So they already have this in place. If we get the preemption state law appealed or gone, it's not going to happen. But if it does, that's what these other cities are going to do. It's fucking bullshit.
Here's what they do. And I hate to tell people this because it's a little frustrating. They keep running things past. They keep trying to move what they call the Overton window to you starting to accept. more and more control from the government. So you get used to seeing anti-gun bill after anti-gun bill after anti. You know what you do to push the Overton window back? Everybody that voted, signed for, or proposed the anti-gun bill lose their fucking job. Vote them out. I'm not even telling you to switch party. Quit being a
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
moron and see how the system works. You can vote for another Republican that's pro-gun if your dude is anti-gun. Chris Smith in New Jersey. You can vote for another freaking Democrat if your Democratic lawmaker is anti-gun. It's called a primary. I swear to God, man, they took that stuff off of TV too, and people who haven't figured out how civics work. Um, you work the primary. You go and put foot to road in the primary and go introduce people to candidates, volunteer and donate and all that shit. You got to put in work. Quit calling yourself a patriot, never having done any patriotic shit. You put in no work, but you call yourself a patriot.
Yep.
So an assault weapon means a firearm with any of the following characteristics. All semi-automatic action center fire rifles with a detachable magazine with a capacity of 21 rounds or more. Where do you get 21? All semi-automatic shotguns with a folding stock or a magazine capacity of more than 6 rounds or both. A firearm which has been modified to be operable as an assault weapon as defined in this item, and any part or combination of parts designed or intended to convert a firearm into an assault weapon, including a detachable magazine with a capacity of 20 rounds or more, or any combination of parts from which an assault weapon may be readily assembled if those parts are in the possession or under the control of the same person.
Yeah, New Jersey. That's where they got it from.
Assault weapon.
Just,
well, with this is where it gets really good. Assault weapon does not include weapons that do not use fixed cartridges, weapons that were in production prior to 1898. No, we're beating y'all by a year, bitch. We're going to 1898.
1898, there's a reason for 1898, and I can't remember what it is. There's a reason for 1898. Understand. This is all cut and paste from California, from New Jersey, from other places.
Exactly.
This is why you beat the shit out of them at the polls.
We did the same thing with Second Amendment sanctuary counties. All that shit got passed around from one county to another.
Right.
Yes, it's cut and paste.
All right, weapons in production prior to 1898 include a wide variety of firearms like Civil War era rifles and muskets, repeating rifles such as the Spencer or Marlin lever actions, revolvers like the Colt New Army and Colt Model 1877, and early machine guns like the Gatling. So I can get a Gatling gun. That was prior to 18.
There you go.
That was prior to 18. So yet again, the stupidity behind this. Oh, I can't have a semi-automatic, but by God, you can have a Gatling gun.
Yep.
Listen, semi-automatics are dangerous, but that 45-90 Gatling gun that has a firing rate of 600 rounds a minute, it's good to go.
Yeah.
I'd rather face a Gatling gun than a semi-automatic with a 21 round magazine of any caliber. So that means a freaking a Smith and Wesson. What's Smith and Wesson's 22? M&P 22.
M&P 22.
Yeah, M&P 1522. It's like, would you rather face this Gatling gun down or this M&P 1522? Well, I Gatling gun all day because the M&P 1522 is an assault weapon and it's dangerous.
Well, from what I'm reading here, this looks like so they introduced it January of this. No, they pre-filed December of last year and then introduced for the first reading January of this year. And from what I'm reading here, it looks like it's kind of gaining some traction. Yet again, people, pay attention to your fucking state level.
And that's where we end the show tonight, is Chris saying that.
That's what it all boils back to. I'm not saying don't look at what goes on at the federal level, but you're more impacted at your state level
100%.
from point proven right here. So just like Tony said, do a little bit of research.
Do some fucking homework.
Know what they're talking about.
Let me explain how fast. Let me explain how fast the federal government would straighten up and fly right if all of a sudden, in those cities that pass anti-gun laws and push back, all of a sudden, every one of them lost a race. Every one of those local people lost, and they were no coattails for them to hang on to. All of a sudden, it rattles both parties because they want to know. Both parties get scared because they want to know what galvanized the people, and it was something they didn't control. That scares the shit out of them. If all of a sudden, let's go, there's a TikToker that somehow said something or got something out there and it just caught on and it went viral throughout the country about local politics and what local politicians were doing. Let's just say there was a third or fourth party that came along. And all these, I don't know, they fucking knew a TikTok dance or some shit. I don't know what galvanizes people, but whatever it was, they got people to vote for it. They try to shut that down immediately. They can't have it. That's why they pass all these rules when it comes to social media. That's why the algorithm is set up. That's why they snatched so many people off during COVID because people simply asking questions was dangerous to the narrative.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying COVID didn't exist. None of that. It was just, how do masks supposed to work? Because that's not how masks works. It says on the side of the box that this mask doesn't stop the COVID virus. Why are they repeating this? Hey, they said 2 days ago that children didn't need to take this shot, and then they changed their mind. What does that mean? Oh, no, you're a non-believer. Shut it down. What? No, I'm not a non-believer. I just have a question that how can you contradict what you said yesterday?
Right.
Oh, well, medicine moves fast. No, viruses don't change. Unless the virus is mutating into something, then you'd be telling me that. But you haven't been. You didn't say COVID virus works any different than any other virus. So how come we have to do things that we've never had to do before? Oh, it comes out now that they were lying and over exaggerating. There was money in it for the hospital, for the doctor, for the pharmaceutical companies, for the senators, for the congressmen, all of them. And yet you still believe them. Why? Because it's easier to believe them than get off your ass and do something. Crazy.
Yep. Yeah, I just hope people can really learn from this. But I mean, truthfully, the people that probably really need to be listening to this aren't going to be listening to this. And
No.
I hope some of them are because, again, do your research, know what's going on your local level, understand what's going on your federal level. But what goes on at your local level will eventually trickle up to that federal level.
Yep.
So you got to understand and know all this stuff.
Don't listen to Chris. He's full of shit. Understand something. The heart. Matrix. Blue pill, red pill, right? Which
Chris
one
takes
got you
blue
out
pills.
of the matrix? Which one got you? Chris takes blue pills for a totally different reason.
I don't hear you complaining.
I sure won't. You got to find that son of a bitch somehow. It's got to stand up from the dick hair. It blends in. It's all the same height. So everyone watches the stupid Matrix and they go, oh, I would have taken a red pill and gotten out of the Matrix. No, you wouldn't. Getting out of the Matrix was hard. Coming out of the Matrix means you didn't have your creature comforts. Remember, what's his name? Damn, Silas sold out for a steak dinner.
Yep. And sat there and said, I know it's not real.
Exactly. And that's most people. That's most people. I know it's not real. I know they're lying to me. But I don't want to put in the work.
Yep. What goes on over here doesn't matter. As long as I look over here.
Yep.
Every time you want to be fooled, they want to fool you. They don't have to even try hard. I swear to God, it's like Look, I'm pulling my thumb off.
Right.
Oh, how is it? Yeah, there you go.
Or
I
you,
want to believe. Oh, hold on. There you go. Did you get it right? Got all of you mother effers. Got every one of you.
Oh man.
But it's frustrating for me. That's why when I do diversity shoots, I hit it a little bit and then I just go on and talk about fun and funny
Oh
stuff
yeah.
yeah,
because it gets depressing when you like you're being fucking played
right. Well, not just
and they're not
depressing.
even good at it.
It
Right.
gets frustrating as well too because you're getting played and just the ignorance behind it.
Yep.
Go out and learn. Guns aren't as bad as what they make it out to be. Even if you don't like them, just go and learn about it, and not from, well, what's the one you got going on up there, Clayton?
Which one?
The one you sent me about the training, whatchamacallit group?
Oh,
What Mom's the Man got a training group up there too?
No,
I
they're doing. Oh God,
where
what
did I
was
send
that
it
you
to you?
sent? I don't remember now.
Hold on. I'm drawing a complete fucking
Because
blank.
the one we talked about where it was they talked about the safety rules and then moved on from there.
Come on, Clayton Fart Liquor. You're letting a brother down.
Hold on. Did we talk about so much shit? I can't fucking remember.
No, it was the group that it's got the online training where they gotta go over safety and then they just sit there and dog cops and criminals or cops and talk about
Yeah,
how racist guns
that was
people
every
are.
town shit.
Every town, that's it.
Yeah, that's what Tony fucking
That's what's
said.
up. Yeah,
You
it's
sit
every
up.
time.
You sit up here in Minnesota. I'm like that's not up here. That's in fucking. That's every town shit.
No, okay.
So here's the thing: there are racist cops. Shocker. There are racist plumbers. There are racist aircraft pilots. There are racist everything. Get over it. Doesn't mean because you can't be a professional and do your job. Just because someone's racist doesn't mean if they don't freaking victimize somebody, they aren't racist. No, no. You can be racist and still do your job and not do it biasly.
Right.
I mean, I can't think of something funny to say right now. I don't like, I don't know, fill in the blank for something and then laugh your ass off. Yeah, I don't like them motherfuckers. Uh, because I really, how's this? It's individuals. I see most people as individuals. I don't see anybody as an overall group of people
Right.
that I go, oh, I can't stand them. I can't stand bad cops. How's that? I can't stand bad cops. But my definition of bad cop is something different than other people's, and that's what gets people fighting mad. But there you go. I can't stand gatekeeping. I can't stand people that gatekeep and want to hold knowledge and hold others back because they don't meet some prearranged fucking bullshit. I hate that. But as far as what, I hate black people, I hate white people, I hate Asian people. Uh, Fuck out of here. One, there's way too many of them. They're all over the place. God damn, my day be full of hate just on Asians alone. Just saying, one country has 1 billion of them. That's a seventh of the planet. Got time for all that?
Hey,
That bruh.
dumbass,
What's
turn your
up?
mic on.
I thought it was on.
No, you're
I
fucking.
didn't realize I bumped it. I need to move my cursor from that thing. I didn't realize I bumped it.
Yeah, them dogs.
No,
was
great
eating peanut butter
conversation
like a
tonight,
champ.
guys.
Yeah, man.
I think we had some really good points tonight,
For sure.
and hopefully everybody understands, start paying attention more at your city, county, and state levels because that's really where you're going to see
Please.
your impacts. Do
Absolutely.
your research. Make sure you know. I'm not saying you got to know all their policies, but you need to look at what you feel is impacting you and make sure their policies are some based around some of those. I don't know every freaking policy that Trump was running on and stuff, but I was looking at what to me I felt was going to be an impact. I mean, but not just that. Again, what your Congress, your Senate, you need to look at all that stuff. I mean, just do your research like Tony talked about. Don't go into it blindly. And doing your research is not going and listening to your favorite YouTuber or your favorite TikToker or your favorite Instagrammer. Doing your research is actually doing some freaking research and not just listening to what somebody's getting paid to spit out at you. All right? So,
Understand, if you're listening to some asshole talking from the front seat of that car of a car, that asshole should be me. Don't pay attention to the rest of
Oh,
it.
man.
now, great conversation tonight.
Absolutely,
fellas.
boys.
I hope everybody enjoyed the conversation. All right, everybody have a good night. Peace out.